Hello again, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be making my version of Malaysian chicken curry. My version of Malaysian chicken curry is very simple. I don't have a lot of ingredients for this recipe, so it's really easy to make, like super easy. Now, the ingredients for my Malaysian chicken curry consist of tomato, potato. I'm using 1 potatoes only. It's up to you if you want to use 2 or 3 potatoes, but I only want to use 1 potato. Onions, so there are different types of onions that you can actually use. You can use the green onions, but I prefer the sort of like the purple onions. I use the AM version of coconut cream. Now, why did I choose the AM version of coconut cream? It's because that it has a lot of flavor. I've been using these AM coconut cream for a while now, so I always prefer to use AM. And of course, I have my main ingredient. We have some of the chicken drumsticks. Can be drumstick, can be chicken thighs, chicken wings. It's up to you. There's no ground rules of you must use the drumsticks and so on and so forth. Now, my version of Malaysian chicken curry, I like to add in hard-boiled eggs as well. Now, first things first is we actually need to cut our tomatoes, our potatoes, as well as our onions. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by cutting our tomatoes. It's not that hard to cut these tomatoes. So you can actually use different types of tomatoes as well. I'm using the tomato trusts itself because I find it's a bit easier. And then what we're going to do is we're then going to peel the potatoes. Now, make sure that you wash your potatoes first before you do anything with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to peel my potatoes. It's really quite simple, easy to make. As I said, it's a really easy recipe to make. It's not a rocket science, and you can actually whip this through within, about 45 to an hour. So including cooking itself. It's quite simple. Doesn't take a lot of time to make this recipe itself. Okay, and just cut tomatoes. So you can cut tomatoes to your liking. Okay, there's no ground rules on how you want to cut it, and it's easy to cut. Now, if you can see it back of me, I'm actually at the moment I'm boiling my eggs. So you might be asking how many hard-boiled eggs that you want to put in your recipe. It's up to you. Okay, you can put 1 or 2, or you can put 3 or 4. Okay, depending on how many you would like to serve. Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, my recipe serves 4. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my onions. One thing that you need to know about curries is that it always tastes better the next day. Okay, so do not throw away the leftover curries because you have the full flavor of the curries that you made. Okay, it's just quite simple. Just gonna cut my onions to cut it finely. It depends on you and how you want to cut your onions. Okay, and because by the end of the day, it will be your food. You'll be eating it. I like using this brand because it's easily available in any of the Australian supermarkets. It's called King's Traditional Curry Powder. Those were the ingredients that's required to make my version of Malaysian chicken curry. Next, I'll show it to you on how to cook it. It's really quite simple, super easy. Okay, you can make it with your eyes closed even. Now, I will actually show it to you when I'm cooking it, so you will have an idea of how to cook it. Put at least a tablespoon of olive oil or any oils that you think that's good for you. What you need to do is just put in the cut onions. Okay, it's so simple. It's not that hard to make. Okay. Okay, for at least a minute or two until it becomes brown. Okay, now about 2 to 2.5 of King's curry powder. 1, 2, and then just cook it. Just mix it together with the onions. So it's really quite simple, but make sure you wash your chicken first before you put in the pan itself. It's really quite simple. And then mix it together. Cooking nicely. Then add in at least 3 cups of water. Then saute it. Before we put the rest of the ingredients, we're going to boil the drumstick for at least about 5 to 10 minutes. As you can see, it's really quite simple to make this version of Malaysian chicken curry. So stay tuned for the next step. Mix it together. Then let it simmer for at least 10 to 15 minutes before we put in our coconut cream in it. As you can see, it is currently boiling, so the next thing that we need to do is to add in the coconut cream. So I'm gonna add into the pan. Then just mix it together. It's really that simple. isn't it? Next, add in a bit of salt to taste. So, what I did just now was to put in all the ingredients into the pan, and the last thing I did was to put in the hard-boiled eggs into the pan as well. And now all we have to do is wait for it to simmer. I'll give it about 45 to an hour. So guys, here it is, my version of Malaysian chicken curry. As I mentioned to you earlier, it's really quite simple. Now I'm just going to try it now and see if it meets my standards. It's divine. Thank you for watching me today, and I hope you can now start making your own Malaysian chicken curry. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Good vibes, and see you soon. Bye!